Pennsylvania. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a carry here for Terrence West, and he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now it's Flacco. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Side. Look fire. Hey, check.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 89 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, That puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now it's Hoss. This is West. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
With Steve Smith retiring, someone's got to fill the void as the #1 receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. And Brashad Perriman, going into his third year, this needs to be his time.
First-round pick, of course, missed all of his rookie year with a knee injury, 33 catches last year.
He has the ability. Now he has to just go out and do it.
This is West. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Flacco from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Wallace, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Set! 180. 7's Mike. Mike 57.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
Out, out, out. Hey, set! Like 80. Crunch.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Blitz! Hurry up, let's go! Blitz, they coming! Set!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Go. Set. Blue 30. Odd. 5 down.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there from 3 yards out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
You don't see nothing
When
with
you
my
have
name.
plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes
Go
that
back
target
out
is
to
actually
the
covered.
broadcast.
Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
I'm just playing against the
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
There's a lot of things to look for, isn't it? And then you got
And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have... second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
I said
they
Ravens,
can try
man.
these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's up and good.
You don't see anything that says Lonewolf-LBF. It should be something like that. It ain't going to put my name in
and
there.
that's one
So
of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
you went to broadcast and go to
This is fielded
YouTube.
at the goal line.
You look at YouTube because it's in the YouTube, not Twitch.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
See if you can find some with YouTube in it.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't
And
surprising.
I think when you
because
went
he's
in there,
not
it's under
missed a
Twitch,
pass
right?
in
So
this
you have to
game
go
yet.
up to triangle
just
and
how
press,
precise things have to be for a quarterback
press
to
the
be
broadcast.
perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And the quarterback
It's
is
a
accurate.
YouTube channel.
It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Over the middle here to Brown. That one goes for 24 yards.
For the 12.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus
Nothing.
pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant.
You checking
Antonio
YouTube?
Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness,
footage.
and his strength to create big plays.
Yeah, but it's not hurting there. It's in this area. But it doesn't hurt to the touch. I don't get it. See, I'm doing all this, Lucy. It's painful, but it's when I walk, it's right in this area. I don't know if it could be my arch, like you said. Oh, that ain't swollen. Mia, they're the same. It is. Well, that's not where the pain is, so that's...
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Strapped in the
All right,
middle
I
by the
told you.
offensive
All right,
cross
all
for
right.
5 yards.
All right.
And now first and
All right,
15.
he's done. I'm talking to Anthony. So where you walking off to? I was telling him, he said he was leaving. He said he was leaving.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Single. Set. 180. Check 25.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Strong left. Pick up the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We turn our attention here to Martavis Bryant. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James, and that'll bring up second down. Well, that pass being off the mark, Charles, gives me a chance to get your NFC surprises so far in the season. I'm sure the Rams being at 3-1 is at the top of the list.
I concur. There's no doubt about it. Leading the NFC West, Sean McVay, 31 years old, younger than you. How about that?
He is.
Leading the team, and they're playing really well for the young coach right now. I would say let's welcome back the Carolina Panthers. 6-10 last year after a Super Bowl season the year before. They went to New England.
And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And a deep touchdown pass there. Every quarterback's dream.
Every quarterback's dream, and let's face it, it's our dream too, isn't it? Do we not have fun when we see that long pass arcing downfield with a chance for a touchdown? What a tremendous throw.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, watch left, watch left. This way, come this way. Here we go,
here we go. Second down, Flacco now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now here come the Ravens. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your foot.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch the pass. 98
From the gun, Flacco. That's caught out left by Perriman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. The quick slant caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 2. Boom. Bus stop. Set. Black 20.
Again, it's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check safety.
They'll go for it with Bell. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
That second down run, a big help, as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, that's West. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, we got 3 down. Blue 30. Go bounce. Shift. Motion.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 54 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's West. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than In the first half, they've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
We got three. Three down. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Watch 98.
On the ground, it's West again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's get that.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is Bell on the dump off. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Powering, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, I think understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up.
Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Check 52. 4 down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side.
We got 4.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On second down, Flacco to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mark.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. And Watson has it right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the offense has it first and 10.
Larry. Check.
Once more, it's Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Flacco here on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. One last gasp for Flacco. And he's going to go down again.
Blitz.
A big offensive explosion help lead those points up every week.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on...
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's AFC divisional round matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And the Kansas City Chiefs. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Strong left, strong left. Check Mike.
Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd down following the run.
No dice. Not my house, baby.
They run again with Hunt. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. So the ball carrier there, Kareem Hunt, the NFL's leading rusher through the first 4 weeks of the year. In fact, he was leading the league through 4 weeks even before his team took the field for their Monday night game against the Redskins.
How about him as a rookie, too? It's never seemed too big for him. Guy was always very confident in his abilities. And even when he had to take over when Spencer Ware got hurt, didn't faze him not one bit. Took the ball and obviously putting up.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. Go, bounce. 4 down. Set. 180. 3 down. Check 24. Focus. He's coming. We got double up.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Goes underneath for Bell. That one goes for 36 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go. Set. Blue 30. Big. Check. Bell. Set. Black 80.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You got him. Double. Set. Black 80. Go, bounce. 180. Sponge. No. These two. Hey, alert 3.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Heat these two. Here we go. White 80.
Defense.
Hey.
Showing eight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Corner.
Check 49.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Hey. We got 4.
Set. Double.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
Here we go.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it will be a loss of 7.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
50.
6 guy. Check 6
Middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Room to run past midfield. Got a man. It's Brown.
3 down.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
I got tricks this side.
Corner.
We got 3.
Set. No spacing.
Key 26.
Set.
Key 26.
Like 5. Alert.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Easy. Like 80.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Black 20. Kings.
Slam.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And his kick is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game?
What we got? What we got?
Set. Look fire.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. He was second in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Focus, focus. Check, 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 check. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. I got it. Black 80.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
4 down.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Kings. Under crunch. Ready? Black 20. 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
40.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
These two.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. The 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Black 20.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Check 26, check 26.
Let's go, let's go.
I'm coming after you.
Ben to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And he'll bang that one through. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Here we go, G.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw on second down is Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch 17, watch 17.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Smith. On target over the middle to Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Ready.
Get some. He don't want it.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it. On him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, check.
I said 580.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mark.
3rd and 2, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Ready. 580. I said
198.
To the air again, Smith. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right...
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go now.
56, the mic, boy. 56. Check, 56.
50. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Coming. Set.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Breaks through the contact. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ramik Wilson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's Smith now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Smith now looking to throw on second down. Caught by Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
Out left side here to Bryant. A Steeler first down. Roethlisberger to Bryant.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. Second down following the incompletion.
Strong right. Set. White 80.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Set. Black 20. Yeah,
Jack
baby.
16.
Yeah, baby.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
We got three down.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's brought down. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Black 8.
Middle. 56.
Jack 16. Black 20.
All right, T. Let's all right, T.
Middle.
Check.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
First carry for James Conner. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
Double bump.
Here we go.
They're going to run. Here's Connor, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's West. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Black 80. Bell.
Check.
Oh, Roethlisberger gonna throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
These two. Joker. These two. Bang.
Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Woo! You got it.
Here we go.
You got it.
Let's go.
You got it.
They'll run it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
I said
98 to the mic.
Back to throw. Able to locate Wilson.
Crash down.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. And even 50 yards. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Check 27. Eyes on 27.
I got
Single in the slot.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.